Dyer's pick.
As Phantom Lancer. Oh, so the troll is still there. Is this gonna be a forZe troll warlord? I wouldn't be surprised to see either team pick it up. Lifestealer is still available as well.
Seconds to go.
Lycan, Juggernaut, two good heroes again that could be played up here
5 seconds.
if he wants to go with like a Beastmaster Lycan combination like we've been talking about today. Who else have we got? The CIS have been playing it as carries. That is a good question. So let's think on that. Anti-Mage, we did see that before. Faceless Void still in the pool. Wouldn't be bad with the Mars dropping that Arena of Blood. Getting that off, and that is just that's about to wear off. Drop the Chronosphere on top, or vice versa.
Witch Doctor.
So it is going to be the Witch Doctor. A decent amount of control being offered by the Rubik, the Mars, and the Witch Doctor. We saw how the Mars and the Witch Doctor paired up with the Arena of Blood, the Death Ward in the early game. Whether this is going to be repeated here or whether this is going to be... I mean, it does set up for the Faceless Void pickup as well. You know, you can drop that Death Ward just outside the Chronosphere, kill off heroes, and drop the Arena of Blood on anyone left or anyone trying to get to that Chronosphere to disrupt it. So Puck is still there.
5 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not misreading the draft. Puck's still there.
Earth Shaker.
forZe go back for the Earth Shaker, which was pretty good last match. Great at shutting down and just... Yeah, so the Razor, Winstrike want to pick that up. Does look like then it's going to be that offlane Mars with Young G playing the Razor in the mid. But...
Dyer's ban.
Oh, a Death Prophet! Doesn't rely on that right click to do damage here, so Razor isn't going to be sapping away all of the offensive potential from the Death Prophet with that Crypt Swarm, as well as the Spirit Siphon. Getting you suck on the Razor while the Razor take your damage isn't a bad trade. You just have to watch out for those right clicks coming back through from the Razor.
10 seconds to go.
Offers push potential with the Exorcism as well. So that's something that every team kind of needs to pick up, is like, right, we've got a killy lineup, but how do we kill these towers quick? So, as far as it goes for forZe, I'm assuming this is going to be the Earthshaker 4, the Oracle 5, Timbersaw in the 3, Death Prophet 2. So forZe, just looking for this last pickup, Necrophos, going to be taken out here by Winstrike, so no longer being able to be drafted. I'm assuming this, again, it is the position 1 for both Winstrike and forZe that needs to be picked up. So you could see something. I mean, you could even see a Void Spirit mid, Razor in the safe lane here for Winstrike.
10 seconds to go.
forZe, what could they go for? What is left for
5
them?
seconds.
I mean, Razor could be played safe lane anyway. You pop maybe someone like a Queen of Pain in the mid lane. Just trying to think of carries. Sven isn't bad. It's been played a couple of times to varying degrees of effectiveness.
Radiant's pick. Dyer's pick.
Yeah, Troll is okay. They're going to go for the Slark on the side of forZe. I guess that's extra control. You are going to be able to use the Pounce to keep people in things like Will and Death range, as well as Chakram, Fisher, just to try and block that path. So Death Prophet's going to be able to carry on getting that suck off. That's Winstrike now. They have themselves just... Oh, they're not even going to take the time about this. They go straight for a Medusa.
Let's see what they can do.
And it's going to be a mid lane Medusa. Young G picks that one up. Razor being played, carry, kicked. I need to find the translation of that name. Does anybody know in chat what the... Let's see if I can find it on the Wikipedia as well. Team Winstrike. It is Stanislav Yarosevich, but it's still... What is the translation of that name? Let's Google it, because Google Translation is always accurate and correct. Chikararu. Okay. Let's get this draft started. That's game number 2. Yeah, so Youngji on Medusa, Chikararu on the Razor. We've got Kicked on the Witch Doctor, forGe on the Mars, and TSA on the Medusa. As forZe charge out, Vanscore on the Oracle, obviously looking at... hang on. Let's just let the intros go, shall we? Yeah, so Gibkey on the Death Prophet. Gibkey on the Death Prophet. 19-teen on the Slark.
Places
Chew
everyone.
on the Earthshaker, so that is going to be the position for Chew. And BZZ on that Timbersaw. Actually, Chew, what did he start with? Is he going to go for the boots? Yeah, so pretty much like the tiny build, the boots clarities. Not actually going to go for any tangos this match. Well, to start with, he might be able to pick them up after the runes, depending on which way the runes go. Good ward. Just out of vision. Quite nice. So yeah, the snake, it's going to be offering damage at range against the Death Prophet, which means the Death Prophet might struggle to get up and do damage with the Spirit Siphon, with the
30 seconds to go.
Crypt Swarm. And obviously keeping the Medusa healthy with mana, depending on how many targets it jumps to. Oh, 19 TSA though. Actually, Vanscore... I thought they maybe would try to route TSA. But we are looking for the trades here. 19-teen, what's he going to be able to do? Because there's going to be a big rotation through. Oh, it was a trap. Well, I say that, it's still going to be a 2-for-2 trade. 19-teen going to be taking a lot of harass here as well from forGe. forGe has the spear in 7 seconds. They do have the ward. That is going to see all the way down. That's actually quite a deep... It's the same on this side as well. It sees so far down behind this tier 1 tower that if anyone sits behind it for a little bit of protection, they may be liable to take a spear to the face. Or maybe even to the knee. Yeah, Youngji, he might suffer a little bit with these Crypt Swarms coming out at level 1. But once he gets his pointed to the mana shield, you know, he can start to harass himself. He's going to be able to bounce these snakes through. So it should be a good trade out here in the mid lane. As the Fisher comes through, though, Gibkey, he's stepping up only halfway to level 2. Is he going to try and go for this and pop a Crypt Swarm? He's not. Medusa will be able to get back. Got a salve to get a healthy again. And Chew, that was a sneaker rotation, but meanwhile on the top lane, it looks like BZZ could be a little bit of trouble. The Maledict's going to be popped now as well. The right clicks, BZZ might go down to this. He's not got any points into the reactive armor, because this is the build that the Timberswords go for now to try and get out of danger. They go for that 1 point into the Timber Chain first, which means he didn't have the regen there from the reactive armor, which meant that was going to be the first blood going the way of Winstrike. Winstrike playing that perfectly, seeing the Earthshaker in the mid lane. Wasting time. Youngji, he's still holding that salve. Oh, Crypt Swarm comes out. Youngji's low. Medusa, the damage, it's not going to be enough on the Fisher, though. Or is it with these creeps? It might be. If he gets a Fisher off here, Chew might be able to finish off the Medusa. He's coming in, but Chew not in time, and Youngji will be able to regen here with the Tango, at least. Yeah, just salves back up. Oh, once again, BZZ is in trouble. This is going to be another quick kill. BZZ tries to Chimberstein himself away, looking for the Courier. The Courier's a little bit too fast. And kicked. He's 2-0-0 already, 2 minutes into the game. Talk about carry Witch Doctor. It's going to be a Fisher coming through onto Youngji, and now Gibkey is going to be able to use those 2 points into the Spirit Siphon, though Youngji just TPs himself over the wall. Bottom lane, you get the kill though. forGe takes down 19-teen. So Winstrike 0-3, 2 minutes in. They are looking to take control once again up against forZe. And forZe, they just need to be careful about their positioning now. Vanscore comes out so far forward here. They did get the sentry down. He got the D-ward onto that ward. 19-teen. Just needs to be careful because there is there's no mana for the telekinesis actually. So we'll be quite safe against the Rubik's tricks. It's kicked. Just keeps going on to BZZ. BZZ this time does have the points to the reactive armor, so we'll have the 5 regen. Is it? It's 5.5 or something like that. Oh no, it is just flat. Level 1, it is just flat regen. Flat 1. Razor might come in. He's going to be throwing out that plasma field though now as well. Timber Chain comes out. Will there be? There's going to be a Maldic. The cast is going to be popped, and now the static link, the body block's coming through. That Timber Chain just break the link. And with the regen as well, BZZ this time should be able to get himself out safely. You want bottom lane? Okay, nothing. Nothing happening. BZZ just hanging around still. Stacking these creeps. Stacking up with the 6 reactive armor. Goes actually back in with the Timber Chain. No Whirlwind Death though. And kicked. Just trying to trade this one out. But with the health regen and 2 sets of creeps stacked up here, BZZ Timber Chain comes forward. Needs to be careful because of the Maldic, the right clicks, yeah. Does he have the regen for it? A cast could bounce through just for that bonus damage. If he can get a range, he gets the Chew. Will kill off TSA. Is he going to go for this now, though? There's another Timber Chain as well. It's going to be 3 sets of creeps stacked up. BZZ might go down. They're still chasing around, playing silly buggers. Timber Chaining himself around. Kick needs to be careful. The salve comes out instantly cancelled, though, by the right click of the Witch Doctor. And BZZ is just buying so much time on these creeps. He's just wasting... Well, he's not wasting Kick's time. Kick probably doesn't care, actually. The cast bouncing through will eventually, finally finished off.
Done.
And that means that the Witch Doctor will be able to rotate back to the fountain to heal. It does mean there is a quadruple creep stack here. And this will push the lane out. Timbersaw will be able to TP himself back up and just benefit from this. There's Chew trying to find this courier. The courier, though, ooh, Medusa is close to level 5. Once he gets that, that will be a flying courier. Just go get the experience, bruh. Okay, BZZ trying to do what he can, but it's going to be the rune pick up here by Kicked, and Kicked doesn't carry on for the second rune. The runes are going to be traded, though. It should be a 2 for 2 once again. As TSA will find Vanscore's courier. What it was doing there, I don't know. Don't ask me, because it's got to go. Or it goes is to the grave. As 19-teen is just, as far as last hits go, when we got 16. Net worth-wise, yeah, he's not doing great in this early game. Oh, it could be another courier going down. Chew, is he going to be able to get that right click off? There is going to be a Maldic now as well. Eye of the Storm has been popped. BZZ. Kick does take that courier down, and Chew's courier does take the fall.
Top tower's in bad shape.
Back on the back line, BZZ trying to do what he can. He's only still got 1 point into the reactive armor, though. And the TP's Gibkey's even going to TP in. Pops this Exorcism. Is it going to be a rotation by the Medusa? Oh, Chicky was on the right side of the... doesn't really matter. He could have run away there, but he chose to try and go for the kill onto Chew, and the Fisher just cost him his life. Exorcism's still going to be going. There's just going to be the TP away by Young G. Young G's got that mana shield. It will wear off back to the tier 2 tower. And Exorcism should be about, yeah, 3/4 of the way through. So we'll eventually be wearing off. 2 to 4 now, 6 minutes in. Kill a minute. That's what we wanted.
Dyer's mid tower's having technical difficulties.
As in the mid lane, Young G. Chew is hunting him down once again.
Mid tower's having technical difficulties.
Just creating space for Gibkey to start putting pressure out with the Crypt Swarm, with the Creep Wave. Onto this tier 1 tower. It is a siege creep there as well. There's going to be a rotation in by the Rubik now as well. Gibkey's here. He's got the Spirit Siphons off. There's going to be the Enchant Totem. Young G trying to do what he can. He doesn't have any more mana left. He's going to be going down. The Fairy Fire keeps him alive, but only for so long. And now they might be able to turn on to TSA. Gibkey does have this DD and the bottle charges now as well. As Chicky does get the kill onto BZZ. But the chase is on for Gibkey. Are they going to be able to get up maybe something like a cask off here if he gets too close to neutrals?
Dyer's mid tower could use a little help.
Gibkey Maz is rotating through the river. Just to maybe look for maybe a pin. The cask is going to be there. And now he's pinned to the tree with a spear. Maledict comes through. The right clicks Gibkey with the Spirit Siphon will still go down. And Carry Kicked gets himself a 4th for his troubles mid lane. Young G. 0, 1 and 0. Oh, they might actually be able to get a 5th here now as well. Kicked. Again, Chew is just trying to waste a little bit of time. Trying to pull that lane around. Trying to maybe pull some creeps if he's got the timing on it. That's 19 team. Going to be using the Dark Pact. Trying to go forward and do a little bit of damage. Kicked. He's got the casks. 2 points. It looks like they might want to try and maybe get a kill onto 19 team before he gets that level 6. Before he's going to be able to get off the Shadow Dance. Maybe, maybe not. Rubik is invis. He actually gets purged a bit now as well. The right clicks. Is he going to be able to get the telekinesis up? Drag back. There's going to be a Dark Pact there, maybe. 2 seconds. He's going to be disarmed and away here, Slack. But Vanscourt might not be so lucky. The God's Rubik is going to be dropped. The Maledict, the Spear now as well. Will be finished off by TSA. 19 team tries to come in, do what he can. Meanwhile, dire jungle. It's looking dire for Medusa, though. There's going to be the TP in by the Witch Doctor kicked. Maybe he goes around the long way to find the block. But Chu does have the ward. They have the vision. They might have the kill as that tier 1 tower will go down to Gibkey now as well. Chase. No chase. 2 times combo there for Chu. This could be trouble though. The cask is going to be bouncing now as well. Goes for the fish and won't find it. Eye of the Storm being used and Chicky finds himself a kill. Meanwhile, bottom lane, God's Rebuke being popped. 19 team is going to be able to pop that Shadow Dance and get himself away. Courier could be in a little bit of trouble, but bravely he will away. As BZZ is taking his time to put the pressure onto this tier 1 tower at the top lane. Has himself the Chakram and the Whirling Death now as well. Only 1 point into the reactive armor. As Gibkey steals the outpost, he has an exorcism. Does he want to push down another tier 1? He's rotating, he's looking for it. Courier's here, what's that? It's just the wand.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
He even gets himself a broom handle. I would give that to the Earthshaker. Ooh. Even to the Slark. Yeah, that would be great on the Slark for just extra stat stealing. Bottom lane, though, there is 4 heroes stacked up here for the side of Winstrike.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now. Dire's top tower, you know the drill.
Chu doesn't have that Echo Slam just yet. Needs to be careful. 4 heroes here. Cast gets thrown. It won't proc to anything, but it might just be enough to get a range of that spear. No, the root comes out. Timbersword's going to be coming through on the backlines. Pops that Chakram now as well. Telekinesis, TSA getting really low down low. There's going to be the Fisher as well as that Whirling Death will finish off the kill. Meanwhile, in the Arena of Blood, Vanscourt, will he be killed off? He's going to be able to keep himself alive for a little bit longer, though. The right clicks are going to be coming out. 19 team. It's going to be rotating in. It looks like he's just going to be onto that top lane tower. There's going to be the Plasma Field, though. It will be able to find the kill now onto Chu. The Drain comes out. The TP away by Razor as it will be a kill onto Vanscourt. Fogus picks that one up and gets the TP away. And Gibkey holds the exorcism. So what was that? 2 for 1? Going the way of Winstrike. 4. They break the 10 kill barrier first though. It was looking like a good setup, but the Slark just didn't rotate in. Wasn't bothered about that. Just wanted that tier 1 tower on the top lane, and it just kind of, from tipping all the way to forZe's, it tipped right back to Winstrike's momentum and favour. And they got themselves 2 kills. Gibkey in the jungle doing a little bit of farming. He kept hold of the broom handle for the 12 damage and 3 armor, I guess. Did they have the vision there on Vanscourt? They did. They're going to be able to do one as well. Just a little bit too far away from that sentry, so sentries won't meet. Earthshaker, though, smokes break. Kicked, if he turns this one around, the Timber Chain does actually hit onto the tree now as well. If he wants to throw this cask out, Kicked might be able to get something out of this. He's going to be silenced though. Arena of Blood, and Chu walks himself into the pit now as well. Kicked, the cask is going to be bouncing. He's going to be locked down though. There's going to be a Timbersaw here. Telekinesis comes out, the Drain's going to be there, and Gibkey gets the kill onto Kicked.
Let me acquaint you with your own demands.
So forZe, really good. They bait out the Arena of Blood and pick up a kill from that, when really, I'm surprised Winstrike didn't really try and turn and fight. A Death Ward might have been what they needed to help that out, and now the Exorcism being popped as well. Gibkey's going to be taking tower shots. He is going to be healed up now by the Oracle, so Oracle keeping the Death Prophet healthy. As the TP's going to come back and it's right on top of the chakram now as well. Fisher's going to be there. It's going to be a decent spear though as well. Pushing Gibkey back. It doesn't matter. Gibkey kills off the Witch Doctor for twice in as many minutes. And now the Timber Chain forward. But BZZ just playing bodyguard so they can carry on going onto this tower. Carry on doing the damage. Gibkey's got to be careful though because he is pretty down low. In fact, TSA TP's in. It's going to be the Echo Slam just onto the Rubik to secure that kill now as well. False promise. Gibkey wants to try and turn this one around onto forZe. forZe needs to run himself away. Fisher's going to be there with the root now as well. Chakram, the Whirling Death, the damage, it's going to be enough. BZZ finds himself a double kill. Oh, Chicky, you're coming into 4 heroes, me lad. You're going to be able to get that, the leash off. But can you do the damage with the Eye of the Storm as well as that static field as well? Anything to stop this now as well, but the TP's gets 2 heroes away. So they take down BZZ, but it costs them so much more.
That should help.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right
It's
now.
TSA in the mid lane. He's not looking for a...
Radiant lost one of them bottom towers.
What's he stolen? Actually, the Crypt Swarm's quite nice with that Arcane Supremacy. Slurk still farming on the top lane.
Regeneration.
Slurk. What's he gonna do against forZe? He's not actually gonna go for it. Just using that Iron Talon in the jungle, doing a little bit of farming. TSA. Arena of Blood is there. They're just gonna be getting back the outpost. Maybe trading this one back off. They're just going to trade these outposts back. That's fine. That's all well, good and dandy. Take a look at the net worth though. 15 minutes in. Razor is sitting at the top. Medusa not too far behind, even though it did get ganked a couple of times in lane. Successfully and unsuccessfully. So yeah, Young G is starting to, with this multi-shot, just start to stack the gold, stack that net worth, stack the items. Stacks on stacks on stacks. So she can take racks on racks on racks. Razor might 5 advance core. He's going to try and chase this one down. He won't. I don't think he saw it in the nighttime vision. Just didn't have the vision there.
Guess what's happening to
Because of the nighttime restrictions. Winstrike though behind. If he gets a good spear, Vance Core, the telekinesis might be there with the plasma field to get the vision now as well. It is going to be in, the spear gets dropped now as well. But Oracle is going to drop that false promise on himself. He does. Echo Slam comes in, and it looks like forZe, this time they might be able to clean this one up. Exorcism and the ghosts. Well, who are you going to call? That's 19 teen. Do you want to carry on going on this? Drogo's going to be able to TP himself away. TSA, no leap to latch. And the Dark Pact damage wasn't enough. As Vance Core sees the Arcane Rune. Gibkey doesn't... Does he want to go for this with the bottle, or does he just want to let the ghost... Yeah, he's going to clean this one off with the ghosts first, as well as the Crypt Swarm. And then pick himself up that Arcane Rune. That's BZZ. In terms of net worth, he's not doing bad for an offlaner. You know, 4th in the overall positions above his Slurk here as well. He's died a few times, 3, 5, and 3, but he's found himself a couple of kills, a decent amount of farm here as well, 76 last hits. As Death Prophet, it is 80 seconds to the next exorcism. And it looks like here, Winstrike, they want to be turning this one around. They want to be taking the tier 1 tower in the mid lane. They want to be the ones to start putting the pressure on the map. forZe is getting close to the Vlads. It's going to be great for sustaining in fights. But the amount of control that forZe has with the leap in from the Slurk, obviously the Whirling Death, the Chakrams, everything that Earthshaker has, you know, it's not a matter of right-clicking and keeping your health healthy, it's a matter of not being stun-locked. So I assume we will start to see some BKBs start to come out. In fact, the Razor is already starting to pick one up. There's going to be the Fisher coming through, kicked. Well, he's being kicked from the living plane. As Young G tried to rotate in. Yeah, Young G's actually going to go for the butterfly before the BKB. Got himself the Manta style, which isn't too bad. As Rubik, what's that? Aether Lens, it is just going to be a cheeky headdress, unless he has something coming out on the courier. So that is the Vlad's finished.
The Dire might want to mine their top tower.
What is it coming out on the courier here?
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
Okay, he just finishes the
Dire's
Aether Lens.
top tower's getting beat down.
Meanwhile, BZZ is pushing out this lane. He's buying a little bit of space, buying a little bit of time. So Gibkey can pop the Exorcism. They're going to be going straight into Roshan with the Exorcism. I'm surprised the Slark didn't rotate up to try and go for the right clicks. And like we talked about, this Masochist here in the Roshan pit, he loves a little bit of tough love. BZZ tries to get himself away. Doesn't actually latch with the Timber Chain now as well. And the leash comes through. The Spear. Fogish's Spear finishes that kill. But this is still buying time for Gibkey. And now even 19 team rotating in. They're going to be able to get this Roshan. Oh, pause. Just a pause from Chikaru. Yeah, okay, they're just saying a little bit of luck. So hopefully they'll be able to fix that one up and be back into the game quite quickly. As Medusa, did they want to push? They've got the creeps here. They could maybe put pressure onto a tier 2 tower. They have the vision as well to see any rotations through, unless it's TPs to the back line. Oh, but Chicky, it might actually be a call out. The Spirit Siphon's going to be there. The stance comes around to the Mars, so he's not going to be able to get the Arena of Blood off just yet, and that is a long bloody stance. Death Ward has been popped, though. 19 teen, he's getting pretty down low. The False Promise will be there, and now the Arena of Blood is going to be there as well. The Spear pops 19 teen to the wall as well. Gibkey trying to get himself out. The Spirit Siphon's really going to be keeping himself healthy. The Aegis will be popped only moments after it's been claimed. This is going to be a really good fight for Winstrike. Can he lock down the Slark now as well? He doesn't have the Shadow Dance. Snake, it comes forward. What was stolen? It will be the leap. So TSA leaps himself forward. The leash, though, it won't proc as the Spear gets thrown out. 19 team being chased now as well. Can he get himself away? Cast, he's got the Dark Pact now as well, so that will purge off the effect, but it looks like with the static link card, they're going to be able to do the damage here. The chase count continues on. 19 team. Well, he is healing up now because of the passive from the Shadow Dance regen. But Chicky hasn't given it up just yet. Oh, he sees him now. Pops the Eye of the Storm. 19 team back to pretty much full health. Blink Echo Slam. Chicky shouldn't be able to get himself away from this. Might be able to get himself away from this. The Spear comes through. He actually finishes the job now as well. The creeps might finish off the Razor. Are they going to be able to get the kill onto this Razor? No. And now it's going to be another one. BTZ will be able to get the kill on the backlines, but he's trying to come in, trying to finish off what? The Timber Chain. You'll saturate. Keeps Mars. Focus, is he going to be able to get himself away from this? The Spear will keep Earthshaker now pinned to the wall for a little bit, but it's going to be the clumsy net now as well. The lockdown, it is enough. Mars Fisher shouldn't be able to get himself away from this. BZC will claim himself a second. And Medusa's just like, I'm out. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm out. But yeah, in terms of net worth, Medusa is top. He's still going towards that butterfly. Got himself a DD. Going to be able to find himself a bounty run here now as well. And the farm in the jungle. It's a little bit of space crazy. You know, he can pop down to this lane as well to farm up a little bit of this Radiant stack. The Radiant creeps. Even got a Siege creep there as well. If he just wants to pop out, there's no one near. He is safe. Obviously, he's not really to know this. So he just keeps himself in the trees, farms that one through. And he's going to let this lane push in as he goes back to the jungle. In fact, he's got enough. Now, if he wants to get that Eagle Song, but that will be his buyback out as well. So the Medusa Illusions just doing a little bit of pushing onto this bot lane, though. Are we going to see a 5-man smoke for forZe? It looks like we will. Scan has been used.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
19 teen on the back lines. How's the vision looking for the Radiant? It's not looking anywhere. Kicked up. Fisher comes out onto Mars and no blink forward. So Mars just walks himself away from that. Okay. Chew. Just stuck up there for a few more seconds.
Dire's top tower, you know the drill.
But the Dire, not to know this, completely in darkness, in fog. As now, forZe. They're really keeping this match close, considering the last game was such a stomp. forZe are just... Well, now they're going to be able to take themselves a tier 2 tower.
Top tower's getting beat down.
Gibkey does secure the last hit. BZZ got himself, he's going towards the Heaven's Halberd now as well. Going to be great for the Medusa and the Razor. Hell, even the Mars if he needs to use it on the Mars too. How's the BKB looking on the Razor? Still needs that recipe, so not a great amount of net worth picked up by him. Medusa actually just bought out. He's 1 gold away. We'll be able to pick up the full butterfly now. I assume queues up a BKB. Which, when you look at it, yeah, it's going to be able to help deal with the Slark on his right clicks, but you've got a whole lot of magic damage coming through from the Death Prophet, from the Earthshaker, from BZZ as well on that Timbersaw. It's great stats, though, for Young G. It's the right-click potential adds up there as well. Obviously, the damage, the attack speed, you know, Medusa is going to benefit from this, and a Rapier queued up as well. Whether he actually goes for that Rapier or he just goes for the BKB first, I'd imagine he goes... It depends how dire the situation is. You know, if they're losing tier 3s and racks, probably just go straight for the Rapier, but I imagine he's going to be able to have the time to go for that BKB first.
Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
So Chew with the Blink Dagger leading the line. BZZ's there as well. Got that full Heaven's Halberd. They see the Razor. They see the team. There's going to be a telekinesis on BZZ. Is he going to be able to go for this? Is the BKBs until he was popped here by Chicky. And now, are they going to be able to kill off the take down the Earthshaker before he can get anything off? The false promise onto Gibkey, but Gibkey should still go down even with the Spirit Siphons. Is it going to be enough damage? Well, there's going to be enough damage now to take down Vanscore. BZZ's going to be caught out on the backlines as well. As for the false promise, worse off. Young G with the right clicks. BZZ still being chased down. That spear pops him down to the low ground now as well. And Focus. Blink Dagger to follow up if he wants to go for it. BZZ tries to get himself away. And it looks like BZZ just trying to play silly gooses with Focus. Taking him on that wild goose chase as Young G, Chicky, just teaming up in this mid lane. They're going to go for the tier 2 tower in the mid lane. Winstrike. They're the ones that get to apply the pressure now as well. 19 team trying to pull these creeps around. But I think the 2 big cores on the side of Winstrike, they at least hang around here for this tier 2 tower.
Radiant's mid tower ain't doing so good.
As TSA
The Dire might want to mine their top tower.
can rotate over with Focus, they might be able to find themselves a Slark. Slark just gets himself the rune, gets himself out.
What a bounty! Bounty.
It's 19-teen. Well, BZZ could be in a little bit of trouble. Throws out a decent Charkham now as well. The Dark Pact into the leap onto the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor, is he going to be able to get himself away from this? The chase down, he's trying to heal himself up, but the Fisher blocks his path, and now down to the low ground, back up onto the higher ground, though. There will be a finish onto BZZ with the Arena of Blood. Slark, I missed that. He has the Agnum Scepter, so he has that bloody long leap. As Gibkey's starting on his own Agnum Scepter now as well. Focus does have the blink. The spear's going to miss, though. The Yule Scepter is there. What's Focus going to be able to do? God's Rebuke pushes him back just a little bit. Then there's going to be the Spirit Siphon coming out. Gibkey, though. The right clicks from Young G. Are they going to be able to get this kill onto the Death Prophet? Death Prophet tries to get himself away. 19 team will take down Chicky, though, on the backlines. And now they might be able to turn this one forZe. The leap comes forward. He's still got one available as well. He's going to be able to slow the Rubik with the Diffusal Blade as well. But the Stone Gaze, it comes out. 19 team just needs to run himself away. Backlines. God's Rebuke comes out. It's a spear. 8 seconds. This latch comes through, though, from the leap. It looks like, are they going to be able to kill off the Death Prophet? He will. The False Promise will be there, though, to save his life for now. The right clicks. Oh, even the Snake going to be popped here now as well. Gibkey. The Death Wall. It should just be a Death Prophet dead from the Death Ward. And kicked is the one to secure that kill. 5, 4, and 8 for the Witch Doctor. Medusa 3, 1, and 5. Chicky is down. So, only for 8 seconds, though. It might force a buyback on the Death Prophet. If they could get a dieback here as well, that'd be great for the side of Winstrike. Medusa trying to do what damage she can, but BZZ with the Chakra and the Whirling Death and the Timber Chain can just play through these creep waves like nobody's business. In fact, they're going to go for this now as well. 19 the Dark Pack's going to be there though. BZZ finds himself out in a little bit of no man's land as well, and back lines as well. Are they going to be able to kill off the Witch Doctor? Witch Doctor trying to run himself away. He's got no cast for 4 seconds. The heals are there though. Burning through his mana. And Slurk is able to just leap himself back to the high ground. 15 seconds on the Stone Gaze. Alright, the stone's been popped, but that Blood Arena, it's actually going to be 19 leaves himself over this as well, but Earthshaker not so lucky. Now, Exorcism has been popped. Can they find the kills? The Telekinesis onto the Death Prophet. The BKB's been popped here by Chicky now as well. With the Eye of the Storm, that Plasma Field as well. It's so much damage. Can they find the kills with the Stone Gates as well? Death Prophet, Death Ward gets dropped, and he is dead. Vansco needs to buy back on this, and now Gibkey. Can they do the damage if he can't even kill off Chicky? Chicky! Well, oh, Chakram, it was close, but no cigar, and now the heals come out, and now Oracle lifted up, Telekinesis killed off Young G. Is this going to be the GG for Young G? As BZZ back to the fountain. This is going to be a lane of racks. Can they take it any further now as well? Roshan, he is up 13 seconds by the time they take this range racks and rotate over. Might be able to find the big man in his little pit.
Radiant's top tower's hurting.
Blink Dagger for the Rubik. That's going to be quite nice. Roshan is back alive now as well. So Young G, where's he going with this? He has the gold. He's getting close to that rapier if that's what he wants to go for. Let's keep an eye on the Medusa, see what he goes for in terms of farm. As he buys out, he's going to go for the rapier. Okay, he's what? 700 gold away from that? One more rotation on the creep pit should do it. But they might go for... Yeah, he's locked it so it doesn't actually... Even if he picks up the Demon's Edge, until he gets himself that Aegis, he shouldn't be at risk of losing that. Even a repair kit. Everything's going the way of Winstrike here. And for Z, they need this Roshan. They need to take this away from the side of Winstrike. Chicky sees it. He sees the Roshan. How's the vision around the Roshan pit for the Radiant? I think we just saw him on the edge of the vision. And, oh, they're going to go for this kill. Are they going to be able to find it, though? The Plasma Field, the Telekinesis up onto the Death Prophet. Can they get it with the Chakram? Just guiding the lines, but there's going to be the BKB. The Spear comes through, and Chicky, quick kill onto Gibkey. Gibkey does have the buyback if he needs to go for this, but Gibkey isn't going to use it straight off. And it looks like they're going to turn around. Maybe look towards Roshan. Maybe it's 19 teams just trying to be a pain in the ass. And Chew hanging around the other side of the map. Mars and Young G, they want to be putting this damage into Roshan. They really want to be taking this before they get this rapier out. There's going to be the leap forward onto 19. The backlines, he's going to try and go for kicks again. The Arena Blood is up. BTC though, Yule Scepter should be able to keep himself alive, or at least healed up with the help of Vanscore. Backlines, are they going to be able to take down Witch Doctor? It looks like Witch Doctor still survives, and now the Death World comes out to BTC, but BTC is away. Chase is on from the side of Winstrike. The big man's still alive, though. They didn't take him down first. God's Rebuke comes out now as well. Timber Chain comes through. No more BKB for Chicky. And Stone Gaze is going to be used. Who does it catch? It catches out at least Vanscore now. They find the kill. It might actually catch 19. The Dark Pack's going to be there, though. Backlines BZZ. Yule Scepter himself up into the Echo Slam comes down. Big one. They keep at least 2 kills. Are they going to be able to follow this through now as well? Buyback from the Witch Doctor. Gibkey needs to get himself away. 19 trying to do what he can to the right clicks onto Young G. Young G trying to do just anything to keep himself alive, and now it's going to be 3 heroes and a buyback on the side of Winstrike. Are they going to be able to get more? They're chasing down. Rubik needs to get himself away, but it's going to be a full 5-man wipe with the Witch Doctor buyback. That is not what Witch Doctor and the side of Winstrike wanted. As for Z, now they're going to be able to go into the Roshan pit. Exorcism, it's only going to be wearing off just now, and Chew comes in. There is a dead Slurk, though. Buybacks from everybody on the side of Winstrike. They want to be fighting this one out. They want to be taking the Roshan. They want to be saying this is our game to win. Oh, Medusa, though, it takes away the Rapier Gold. Who's got buybacks? Only Gibkey has the buybacks left.
Guess what's happening to Dire?
Roshan still pretty darn low. Chakram's going to be there, though. The pit. Arena of Blood. Are they going to be able to pop this one? Do they want to pop it to save it off? Death Prophet needs to be very, very careful now. Cask will bounce through Yule Scepter, but Roshan still pretty darn low. Vansco, Ko, and the... Who's going to be picking up the Aegis? It's actually going to be Young G. Snatches it from the Radiant Snipe on Roshan, and now Gibkey with it doesn't matter. False Promise gets the kill. Does he buy back for this now as well? The Stone Gaze is going to be there. They kill off the Slug. They're going to be finishing off everyone. BZZ gets the Timber Chain away, but for how long can he carry on going now as well? Rubik, he does have the Fisher. 4, 3, 2. Does he go for the Blink? It is down for the next 5 seconds. Misses it, but I think they still have the vision. They definitely have the vision onto BZZ now as well. Snake, he's popped to his own Fisher now. BZZ, can he get himself out of this? It doesn't look like it, as Chicky just carries on going forward. Oh, the God's Rebuke, it wasn't enough, but the Fisher will be. And Young G leading the line, leading his team forward with the Aegis. He's about 600 gold away from a Rapier if he still wants to go for it. In fact, does he sell off the Wraithband? Sells off the cheese. He's still 200 gold away. A creep camp, maybe more. Oh no, he swapped the cheese out, just sold off the Wraithband. And he's going to wait. 10 gold. It's the countdown. It may be the final countdown as that tier 2 tower goes down. Enables the Rapier for the Medusa.
Radiant's top tower is taking hits.
Young G is stepping up. Oh, he's got the right click damage now. He's got all the right click damage now. He's got the True Strike. Just look at that tier 3 tower fall. Oh, the God's Rebuke comes through. There's going to be the Arena of Blood now as well, but the blink away by the Earthshaker, and Gibkey's on the other side now as well. So Focus is just going to go for the retreat. Are they going to be able to do anything with Young G? The right click's are going to be there. Gets himself a melee rack. Turns, he just throws out more right clicks. Does have the Stone Gaze if he gets into a little bit of trouble. In fact, speaking of, there it goes. Exorcism though. It's doing damage to Medusa now. Backlines. Chicky takes down Vanscott, and the chase is on Fisher though. It blocks everybody. The blink forward comes from Focus, and God's Rebuke now as well. The Spear. It actually takes Gibbsy down to the low ground and not pinning him to the wall of the high ground. Gibkey is turning around with the Spirit Siphon as well as the Exorcism Spirits though. It's 2 lanes of racks. Backline, they do take down 19 team. Backlines all over the place here. How many backlines do you have as the God's Rebuke comes out? Yule Scepter's going to be there. Do you want to get this kill? Gibkey's up to pretty much full health now as well. Oh, Focus, is he going to be able to get this kill? Earthshaker gets the Echo Slam. Is he going to be able to kill? Focus is still pretty darn healthy comparatively. And Earthshaker jumps to his death. It was a hero's fall, but it was a fall nonetheless. As Medusa with the body blocks will find the kill. This should be a full 5-man wipe going down. BZC keeps himself alive with the Yule Scepter. Doesn't matter. Winstrike 21-38. A little bit more competitive this time. But Winstrike still eke out the win. After 35 minutes. So a little bit longer and a few more kills in it for forZe. But they still fall nonetheless. And Winstrike, they take the series 2-0, 38-21, 10k net worth lead, and move on with a 2-0 victory over forZe. So guys, that was the second best of 3 of the day. We have one more coming up. We have VP. Let's actually take a look at the schedule so I can tell you precisely what's coming up for you next after the break. It's going to be AM versus VP.